Hello, Shining Stars. Welcome to Wednesday of our virtual Spirit Week, and the theme today, of course, is wise words. I know a lot of people are sharing their t-shirts that have wise words, and I thought it would be fun for us to read a book together that I think has some wise words. It's called Stand Tall, Molly Lou Melon, and I think that we may have read it at the beginning of this school year, but today seemed like a good day to reread an old favorite. Plus, it's one of my family's favorites, so we had it out already. I wonder while we're reading if you can help me think about who the special person in Molly Lou Melon's life is that gives her all of the wise words and the wise advice. And at the end of the book, maybe you can think and talk about with your family who is somebody that gives you wise advice. Molly Lou Melon stood just taller than her dog and was the shortest girl in the first grade. She didn't mind. Her grandma had told her, "Walk as proudly as you can and the world will look up to you." So she did. Molly Lou Melon had buck teeth that stuck out so far she could stack pennies on them. She didn't mind. Her grandma had told her, "Smile big and the world will smile right alongside you." So she did. Just realizing we have a little thing as well. Let's see if we can move that out of the way. There we go. Molly Lou Melon had a voice that sounded like a bullfrog being squeezed by a boa constrictor. She didn't mind. Her grandma had told her, "Sing out clear and strong and the world will cry tears of joy." So she did. Molly Lou Melon was often fumble-fingered. She didn't mind. Her grandma had told her, "Believe in yourself, and the world will believe in you too." That's an interesting word there, fumble-fingered. I wonder if you can use the whole page, the words around it, and the pictures that go with it to figure out what that might mean, fumble-fingered. So she did. Then Molly Lou Melon moved to a new town. She had to say goodbye to her grandma and all of her friends. And start in a new school. On the first day of school, Ronald Durkin called her Shrimpo in gym class. When the game started, Molly Lou Melon caught the football, ran under the legs of Ronald Durkin, and scored a touchdown. All the children thought, "Wow, she is good." And Ronald Durkin felt very foolish. There's another word, foolish. Why do you think he felt foolish after that? What had happened? On the second day of school, Ronald Durkin called her Buggy Tooth Beaver. Molly Lou Melon took out her pennies, stacked 10 high on her teeth, and smiled as big as day. All the children smiled with glee, and Ronald Durkin felt very foolish. There that word is again. On the third day of school, Ronald Durkin said, "You sound like a sick duck. Honk, honk." Molly Lou Melon sang out a quack so clear and strong that it made Ronald Durkin somersault backwards, hit his head, and have to go to the nurse. All the children were filled with joy to be free of Ronald Durkin for the rest of the afternoon, and Ronald Durkin felt very foolish. On the fourth day of school, Ronald Durkin said that she'd made the snowflake all wrong, but Molly Lou Melon opened up her paper and revealed the most beautiful snowflake of all. All the children oohed and awed, even Ronald. On the fifth day of school, Ronald Durkin brought Molly Lou Melon a stacking penny for her tooth and smiled at her. That night, Molly Lou Melon took out a pencil and a paper and wrote a letter to her grandma. Dear Grandma, I wanted to tell you that everything you told me was exactly right. Love, Molly Lou Melon. So, in this book, and let's look at the picture. In this book, the special person in her life was her grandma. Her grandma had some really good advice and gave her some wise words. And I think that there was somebody else in the book, in addition to Molly Lou Melon, who also learned a lesson from those wise words. I wonder if you can guess who that is. And if you notice, Ronald Durkin started changing the way he acted from the beginning of the book to the end of the book. So that shows me that the character is changing a little bit, and we might use different words to describe him. So I wonder if you can come up with 2 words that would describe the character Ronald Durkin in the middle of the book, and 2 different words that would describe him at the end of the book, since he had a big change. I also wonder if you can think of somebody in your life who might give you some wise words or good advice. I think one for me has always been my big sister. I have a sister who is almost 10 years older than me, and she tends to give me pretty good advice when I need it. I hope you have a great rest of the day. I'll send another book soon. Bye.